out.
Well, we got to call some people out here today, and a lot of it is starting with customer service and people who work in stores. We already realized that it was on the ropes, but Jbird saw a person at a sub shop eating a sub while making a sub.
Okay, sir.
I know, and when I worked at the fancy golf course, I remember they taught us never eat in front of the members. You can't. It was beat into my brain.
You can't even be chewing, I think, if you're in food service.
Well, so anytime I see it out in public, it just sticks out to me. I wouldn't say it bothers me, but I do notice it. But this was so egregious to the point where the person was taking a bite and then they would go back and work on someone's sub. I was kind of weirded out, and I ended up not going to that sub place.
That's messy. And if your front of the house is that messy, I don't want to see your back of the house, because the person that would be chewing while they're making my sandwich is not keeping the back of the house clean.
Well, not only that, they were eating the restaurant's product too. So
they don't give a crap.
Yeah, it does kind of give that vibe off as we don't care. We're lawless in here. We probably don't put our cold cuts away at the right temperature.
We probably serve you expired meat, but it's only a couple days expired, so you won't notice.
Would that throw you, Kev?
Yes, it would. Yeah, I would definitely notice that. I think that's a health violation. That would be an issue. I probably would just back right out, because if that's happening in the open, what is happening that you can't see that they don't want you to know?
The secrets in the back of the house, you don't even want to know.
I'd be done. If I put my order in, I'd be like, you know what? My house is on fire.
We good.
I got to go.
Yeah, it was weird. I'm like, I don't know. I'm out. I'll go somewhere else.
There's plenty of places I can go where the person working with me isn't actively chewing.
Yeah.
Somebody ran here that went to a Walmart, and they said it was horrible. I'm asking people where things are, and they either shrug their shoulders, say, I don't know, or they totally ignore me. After I was shown the app with the aisle numbers on items by a very nice man, I was okay, and I kind of settled down a bit until I had to go to the customer service because one item did not have a barcode on it. The person at the customer service never said a word to me, assuming she was looking up the item, so I'm kind of just standing there thinking she's looking it up. And no, she just totally ignoring me. Not a peep from her.
Oh, my goodness.
That's when I kind of finally lost it. I didn't really yell, but I was loud for me. And I told her to, you know what, just forget about it. As I walked away, I came back and I told her that she was rude, unfriendly, and I don't remember what else. A manager then came over asking me if there was an issue. And as I started to tell her about the item barcode, the other woman had finally spoke and said, I can't use what I gave in my phone, so she has to use hers. I looked at her with an evil look and this time really yelled at her, saying, why did you not just say that instead of ignoring me? I told the supervisor that she should fire that lazy good-for-nothing woman. I'll never be back at this location ever again. I then turned back to the other, snapped her picture with her name badge, smiled, and walked away. And yes, I will report to Walmart, even though it won't do any good.
Wait a minute. You had bad customer service at Walmart?
I know. She can't believe it. And she's going to send it to the... Can you imagine how many comments they get daily? Like, okay, delete. We get it.
Do not care.
Walmart might not be the place for you, honey. You may need to take your act to Target.
You don't go to Walmart. You end up there. That's the rule. That's their tagline.
And as soon as you walk in, all bets are off when it comes to getting people to treat you fair or right. You're there for the rolled back prices, and that's it.
It was my own damn fault. I went to the same Walmart thinking I was going to get a different result, but then it became a game for me. I went there to get cologne several times, and every time they tell me the same thing. Keith has the key. And then I go, well, where's Keith at? Well, Keith is at home. He's not working today. I'm like, all right.
Why would he take the cologne key home?
Because all the cologne's locked. But you think you're going to get a different result. By the fifth time, I go, all right, I just want to see if Keith is around.
Does Keith even exist?
Exactly.
Yeah, somebody said while we were at a local ice cream store and deciding what to order, the server actually scooped himself a scoop of ice cream, started to eat it as he was waiting on us.
He was sending a message. You guys are taking too long. I don't have time for this.
That's awesome.
And Denny's had his own bad customer service situation. He went to a local bookstore, tried to grab a copy of a book that he saw there the last time he was at the store. He got to the store 30 minutes before they opened and didn't realize that they weren't open because he couldn't see a sign with the hours. But he saw an employee that was in there just sitting at the register. So he knocked on the window. They came and they're like going, yeah, we don't open for another 30 minutes. And, Denny's being all peaceful. Was like, oh, okay, man, I'll go run a few errands. I'll come back. And the guy's like, yeah, can you just make it an hour though? Because you know what? I'm kind of moving slow today and I really don't want to rush my morning. Can you
wow.
believe that?
This is what the workforce is bringing.
Man, oh, man. Yeah, could you imagine that? If I showed up here and we started the show 6:45, you know what, guys? I didn't want to rush my morning.
No. I'll see y'all at 7.
This is at
slow.
a book place?
It's that same one that we went to that one time.
I mean, you'd think they'd want to sell as quick as they could. I'd imagine books aren't flying off the shelf.
Well, that's what I figured. I figured they'd get a free extra sale. I wasn't even trying to press them to open right then and there. I go, I'll just run across the street and I'll come back. And the guy's like, well, I might need an hour. I was like, don't you guys open in 30 minutes?
Is that the same guy that was talking trash about the other employees and we could hear every word?
Again, another thing that's weird in customer service is when you hear an employee bashing another employee as you're standing next to him.
These two people were talking about maybe the owner. Oh, he's weird. Oh, he's such a weird person to work for. They were trashing this guy so bad in front of the customers.
The customer should be trashing you. Embarrassing, but this is what's out there.
Mm-hmm. A couple of our call-em-outs. Kim Kardashian is being called out for being rude over the weekend. I don't know if you saw all the boats that were in Monaco, all the rich people there. And they had the big F1 race in Monaco that they do. And of course, that's where all the celebrities wanted to go.
Fancy.
And so Kim Kardashian was there. And they have this guy, Martin Brundle. I've seen him. He kind of walks down, it's like on the track or maybe in the pit, I guess it would be. I'm not an F1 guy, so I don't know. But he's there and he's like talking to drivers, and there's so many celebrities that are there walking along. So he just kind of randomly asked them a question, and he went to Kim Kardashian because her boyfriend is Lewis Hamilton, who's an F1 driver.
That's right.
Yeah, and she would not respond to his questions. They're like, she's so rude.
Kim, Martin Brundle, Sky F1, how are you today? No, you don't need to push me, mate. Normally people will have a quick chat with us. Are you enjoying F1? Yeah. Okay, Kim and Chloe, so we're not talking today.
Just wouldn't even respond to him.
He's not used to that, obviously. It kind of took him aback.
Yeah, I think within the F1 circles, you would know who he is, and everybody's really kind of cool to him, and they were kind of pushing him out of the way and be like, no.
She's used to pushing paparazzi out of the way.
Yes.
She don't know this clown.
Is he paparazzi or does he work for the company?
He works for the company that does a lot of the F1 broadcasts. I've seen the guy before, and that's kind of his thing, and everybody's... most people know who he is, or at least they're nice enough to say something real quick, and she wouldn't even acknowledge.
She probably thought he was some clown from TMZ.
It's such a better story for him, though. This worked out great for him.
You're right, because we wouldn't be saying his name had she not given him the cold shoulder.
Maybe the first time we talked about Martin Brundle.
Hey, Brundle.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We see you, Brundle.
Yep. Scott Pelley, he was calling out CBS and 60 Minutes. I don't know if you saw him talking about him being fired from 60 Minutes, a show he's been on for a very long time.
Well, if we want to talk about it at an emotional level, the best thing that I can imagine in terms of describing it is that it's like your spouse was murdered.
Whoa.
There's some moments of the day I feel fine. There's some moments of the day that I just frankly fall apart when I least expect it. Not that there's any particular trigger.
He got emotional in that and was
I
crying
get it.
a bit and said CBS News is on fire right now.
You're on TV. You've been publicly fired, and he is one of those news guys that is just all about the news.
He's been there forever.
CBS, 60 Minutes. He does all kinds of work for them. I can see where it would be jarring, but it is nowhere near your spouse getting murdered, you little drama queen.
Look, Harry, he's emotional right now. He's in an emotional state right now.
No.
Mean it.
We're not going there. Your spouse getting murdered.
You haven't said stuff when you're in an emotional spiral?
I've been fired more times than I have fingers.
You didn't answer my question. You haven't said stuff that's crazy when you're emotionally
I
spiral?
would never compare it to Panda being murdered.
I don't know.
Scott.
Did they say why he got fired?
For being a drama queen.
Protested in a meeting about the direction and where things were going. And, it's about maybe what stories they might be omitting, how they're handling the stories. And so he objected to the direction and they said, you know what? Get out of here.
He crossed the boss in a public meeting.
Yeah. He did the Jerry Maguire. He told them how the company could be better, and they didn't like that. So they said, you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
You can say what you want. Just be prepared, because sometimes the company doesn't want to hear it and they don't want you around anymore. If you have the negativity that could be bleeding through the newsroom because you're starting it.
Mm-hmm. Could be. Well, probably the most egregious call amount that I have here today was I saw this on Nextdoor. This was over the weekend at about 4:40 in the afternoon. It says my son was outside selling lemonade and some crazy person swerved into our grass and driveway and hit my son's lemonade stand while he was sitting at his table.
On purpose?
Thank God my son is okay, but we need to know who did this. This person turned from Cypress Road to head north on Akron Road. It's kind of Lake Worth Beach right next to the turnpike. Kristen posted that up there, and she had a photo of it. Sounds like it was intentional.
Oh, my gosh.
You're taking a swipe at a kid that's got a lemonade stand out and taking out his table with your
There's
vehicle.
a special hot room in hell for you.
And I'm sure they're already looking into it, but I'd imagine in today's day and age, there's got to be cameras in that neighborhood.
I am hoping that we are able to talk either today or tomorrow about an arrest being made.
Thank you.
And that they throw the book at whoever did that. That's absolutely egregious and unbelievable.
If you haven't done it, go to your neighbors, too, to see if they got any camera, because they might, even 5 houses down, might have him driving.
Or a red light 6 blocks away.
Exactly.
If you know exactly the time it happened, you should definitely try to
She said 4:42, 4:43.
triangulate, girl.
Yeah.
Triangulate.
We can probably get this person.
Amen.
Yeah.
We should.
So I'm putting the word out there. I would love to see this person.
Do we know the
busted.
make and model of the car? Do we
She
know
didn't
the
include
color?
it. No, didn't
Kevin,
include any of that.
What was the driver's the color of his eyes? Do you have that?
Do not get that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all the information we have at this point.
Sorry for being a journalist.
His high school GPA?
Maybe you should go to 60 Minutes. I hear they have an opening.
I wouldn't be a bitch like Scott Pelley.